Good morning and welcome to your 5 minutes, the best snack of the day you're probably going to have. I can't say it might be the tastiest, but it's certainly going to do you more good than anything else. So I'll leave this bit of software a couple of minutes to let you know I've gone live. If you want to make sure that you see me, excuse me, I've got light right in my face. If you want to make sure that you see me live and get notified, then when you're, then just turn on notifications for my page settings. This is where I do 5 minutes. I'm back in the hub doing 10 minutes. Both are free, so you could grab yourself 15 minutes every day, just to give you some daily movement, whether it's a desk-based, whether it's a homeschool, whether it's stress, whether it's you're just starting out, but it's low intensity, low impact, just movement, functional movement for daily life. So today's a bit different. So I'm not doing a time other than I'm giving you 5 minutes, but we've got 5 exercises. You're going to do 5 times each. And when our 5 minutes is up, we'll stop. So basically it's as many rounds or as many reps, as many rounds today, as many rounds as possible in the time we've got. So you have a shoulder press, a squat, a bridge pulse, a straight leg float, and a plank to pike. Clear as mud, I'm sure. You'll get used to it. So the shoulder press, you can have any weight you like. You could have no weight. You could have tins, bottles, a stapler, a hole punch, whatever you've got to hand, up and down. Doesn't have to be heavy. I'm going to go super light today. Okay? And we've got 5 reps. So I'm going to start the timer. So we've got 5 minutes to go. So palms towards me, full range of movement. Count your own 5. Because we may not always stay together. There's 5. You can still hold these weights for your squat. You don't have to. You can use your chair behind you just to sit down and stand up for 5, 3, 4, and 5. Then grab yourself a floor space. All I want you to do is lift up your bottom away from the floor and pulse up for 5, squeezing 4, great if you've been sat down for the hip flexors and also because the bottom has not been used. So you're just squeezing ever so gently and roll. Staying on the floor, you can have your legs outstretched in front of you. The legs can be on the floor and you're just going to straight leg, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then roll yourself over and push yourself up and back for 5. Okay, so there are 5 moves. So you go back to the beginning and do the shoulder press. This time around, I'll give you a couple of options. So you've got your shoulder press. You can have weights in your hands. You don't have to. It's just movement of that shoulder, particularly if you've been sat hunched over a desk or driving or whatever it is that you do, or just sat gardening, painting, whatever. You've got 5, sit down, stand up, on your chair, off your chair, holding an extra weight here. It doesn't matter. Now the next ones, if you don't want to get on the floor, I'll give you an option. So on the floor, lifting your bottom into bridge for 5. If you don't want to, grab hold of the back of your chair and push, like you're shutting a door with your foot for those same 5, and then change legs. So you're still opening up the hip and you're still utilizing your bum cheek, but you're not having to get down on the floor. Perhaps you actually are still working in an office and it's not appropriate. Okay, after that was that straight leg lift. So if you're on the floor, make sure you're doing those 5. If not, back of the chair again and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then it was plank to pike. So again, if you don't want to be on the floor, against the back of your chair or a table, your desk, plank, push back. And you're pushing back so you end up with a lovely flat back, stretching under the arm, through the shoulder, down the spine, into the glute, down the hamstrings, all the things that get super tight and super stiff. So you do 5 of those. And then you go back to the beginning. So you've got loads of options here for all different bodies, all different environments. But to be fair, you know, if your work colleagues are taking the mick, whether having a brew and a biscuit, the last laugh will be on them, promise you. Okay, and sit for 5. It doesn't have to be quick, this. There's no rush or race. This is low intensity. This isn't necessarily about getting out of breath, working up a sweat. This is about your bone health, your joint health, your mental health, flushing fresh oxygen through your body, keeping bones strong. Lift up and squeeze, keeping muscles activated, keeping them working. They get lazy, especially the bottom ones. And a bottom muscle that's super lazy normally makes for lower back issues. Okay, with the leg float, if you've got a stronger core, you could be here and scissor, keeping the base of the back down towards the floor. You do your 5, you roll, and then you're in that plank. We've only got 30 seconds to go. Your 5 minutes is up. So you can rattle your way through these and give yourself a little bit of a challenge if you want to, and see and count how many rounds you get done in the 5 minutes. Keep doing it and see if you improve in terms of speed. That's not what it's all about for this low intensity stuff, but the protocol or the principle of as many rounds or as many reps as possible is. It's a way to challenge. We've got 3 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second, and 5 minutes is up. It flies by, and that's all we need. It's just a little snack of exercise, a micro movement, so that it doesn't become overwhelming and it doesn't become too much for you to go, oh, I've got to do that today, I've got to fit that in somewhere. We should be making this as much as a priority as anything else in our day, even if we only do it once. But if you can do a few times dotted around, or even if you just picked one of those moves and did them 5 times, it's better than none at all. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back here at 12:30 with some healthy habits for daily life. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me.